So welcome to this video. This is actually a plant haul and I will show you what I have ordered from a plant shop online called Jardins du Monde, if I say that correct. I think it's from France. This plant shop, they have quite a lot of different varieties. It's mostly like, I would say, more like olive trees. They had some citrus tree. They had like some more kind of Mediterranean kind of shrubs and stuff like that. And I think they even had guava. Some of the plants that they had were not yet available, but they are probably, kind of stocking up on the plants they didn't have in the spring. So there was like the possibility of put like an email to get notified when they have them in stock. And I have ordered from another web shop plants like citrus tree. No, sorry, I didn't order any citrus tree from there. I ordered like a pomegranate tree and a fig tree, I think. And that was like something called ombre. I can't even pronounce it, but it's like a similar type of web shop as this Jardins du Monde, but the other web shop have higher prices on their products. But they do have like bigger containers, so I think the price is kind of equal to the actual that you're getting a bigger pot. For example, now when I was checking, when I did this order that I will show you, I was initially thinking of order from this one web shop, but it was so much more expensive, the delivery cost. So I end up order from this Jardins du Monde. They had kind of inexpensive shipping, and I think it's because they have smaller pots. But the other time when I ordered from this other web shop, it was kind of good price. So I don't know why now. I don't know if it's because it's winter time that they increased the shipping. I really don't know. But so the first product I will show you that I have ordered is actually a hibiscus, and I've been wanting to have hibiscus for quite some time. Now I am in Sweden in very cold temperature, so obviously this is not Mediterranean areas, but I really like hibiscus, and I like to drink tea of hibiscus, and I actually ordered seed of hibiscus, and I have sown those, and a few of those seeds have started, so I'm getting like most likely small house plants of hibiscus, fingers crossed. But then I was thinking that's gonna take some time, maybe the seeds doesn't do so well. So I wanna get like a kind of hibiscus that is a house plant. Now, I don't know, because I'm not familiar to order hibiscus online. I can show you what I got. I thought that this is a house plant, and that's my mistake. But I honestly end up with a shrub. So I got like this hibiscus shrub. This is Hibiscus syriacus. So this one I think is native to Syria, and it's a full-fledged shrub basically. So, and it came in this very small pot, and I think why they doing these small pots containers for shipping is just because to cut down the cost of shipping, which is great. This whole shrub, now this is a very good like example of a shrub, I must say. It has like two stems and a good main stem, and this is a lot of shrub for the money I spent. So this full shrub, it cost 6.9 euros, and that's a very good price for this big of a plant, in my opinion. So I'm very happy to get all this plant for that price. And however, this is not like a house plant that I might keep on the windowsill, because you can tell it's a full-fledged shrub. Now, I read online that Hibiscus syriacus, it can be stored in a container indoor in the wintertime without like -degrees. If you live in an area where there is like -degrees outdoor, and in my area we have down to -40 Celsius degrees in the winter, so it's not possible to keep it outdoor here. But we didn't have those cold temperatures yet this full winter. I think it's because 2024 it was a world record in heat of the planet in temperatures. So anyway, so this shrub, it can be grown in a container, and that's something as soon as I got this plant, I was like, this is not a house plant, this is a shrub. And I was like, okay, so is this one needing to grow like in the soil outdoor, because that's gonna be a big problem for me. But I read that this one can definitely be grown in a container and stored indoor during the winter time, as long as it's not too warm. I think this plant, to be honest, need to have around 7 to 12 degrees in winter time. So I have such a room where I have like special temperature of 7 degrees for the most part of the day and night, where I keep all my Mediterranean kind of plants and also kale. So I think this plant is gonna go in there. I also read online that besides the container it can grow in, it needs to have good drainage once it grows in a container. So as you can see, it has a very small container at this point, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of root system coming out of this container. And I picked up from supermarket for free in Sweden a plastic container where they have had candy in the supermarket, and I made some holes in the bottom, and I also have like a lid that I can use to catch the water. And I think I'm gonna fill this one with just planting soil. I know it should be potting soil, but I don't have that, so I'm just gonna do planting soil. And I'm gonna mix in a lot of sand, because it said that you can, if you grow Hibiscus syriacus in a pot, you need to have like vermiculite, perlite, or some kind of coconut type of product, something that kind of lets through the water. And I think I don't have those products, so I just want to repot this one. That is the main kind of priority, not buying a lot of more products, just to repot this one. So I think I'm gonna use sand. And I luckily have I have some dahlia roots in the basement and some wine, like grape wines in the basement stored over winter, and those have sand, those containers. So I can sort of steal a little bit of sand into this container from there, and then add the potting or planting soil and mix it all up, and then plant this shrub, and it's gonna be in this container. So yeah, I'm still very excited, because this one is supposed to flower in March, April and May, and then it's gonna be green with leaves over the summertime. So this is apparently a shrub that flowers in the springtime. And I don't know if you can see, I just like, the whole, I kind of like the whole thing. To be honest, these types of shrubs like this, they can be quite nice interior accent. If you have any room indoor where you have kind of colder temperature, you could definitely store this one indoor as a kind of interior piece. because I know a lot of people have like some kind of shrub indoor, like some sticks and branches, and this one is a real plant, hibiscus, and you could probably use it as an interior piece. And you could even probably add some, you know, some small fairy lights around it or something. But it needs to be in a colder temperature over the winter. And then it's gonna, because I think the cold temperature makes it start flower in March, April and May. So, and then it is without leaves, looking like this, I read, for 6 months. So once it is no longer green leaves from the autumn, it's gonna be like this. But I must say I like the color of the bark, or what do you call this stuff. I kind of like the color, and I think I can definitely have this one as an interior piece in the winter time indoor. And I know for sure that the cold temperature that you need to have in the winter time for this shrub indoor is to make sure that it actually put out flower buds in the springtime. And since this is a hibiscus syriacus, I think, but I'm gonna read about it online, I think that you actually can take the flowers, I don't remember, yeah, I think this is a pink sort of marshmallow type of flower. You know, there is hibiscus with a lot of different colors, so if you're looking for hibiscus, you're gonna find different varieties of colors. And they were gonna have some very interesting colors, like new varieties of colors on the flowers coming in on these French web shops. So I'm probably gonna look again for more hibiscus. I think you can make tea of the flowers that will be harvested from this shrub. And besides that, I don't know much. So yeah, but I'm actually, because the price on this was really good, I think I would like to have like another shrub, maybe order again from this Jardins du Monde. They had very good shipping. The package of the plants, I have a few more I'm gonna show you. The package was really good. It came like in some isolation heating type of material that was just surrounding them, and you can see there was a plastic bag to protect the soil from falling out, and they put some sort of material like this that kind of helps to keep the moist levels for the plant. So after I finish this video today, I'm gonna remove this plastic, water the plant maybe, and I'm gonna repot this one, as I said, with sand and planting soil, and put it into the room where I have like cold temperatures, you know, because this one is a shrub, but I kind of like this one. I have another room as well, but I have some guests coming there, and I guess they're gonna wonder what this is. I don't know if I would keep it in there because I'm afraid that my guest might by accident break some of the branches. So I think I will have it in my citrus storage rooms. I know for sure what goes on in there. So anyway, that was the first shrub, and I think I'm gonna order maybe more of that hibiscus shrub. I mean, it could look very nice in the summertime to have these shrubs outdoor, like create a little backdrop for other flowers, you know. So the other plants that I order, now I need to reach for one of them. So the other plants I order is called Trachelospermum jasminoides, and this is jasmine. So I never had jasmine. I was hoping again that this is an indoor house plant. I don't know how I was thinking really, but I think that I need to read online because I didn't do it. I need to read online because I think, as you can see, there is like a branch, like tree type of branch. And I think that this Jasminum, it kind of is a climbing kind of plant. I have another one here, so I ordered 2 of this. You can see that this one is climbing upwards, and you can see the stem, how it kind of is solid here at the base, and then it kind of branches out with all these smaller branches, and it's kind of a climbing plant. Now this one had more like straight up grower, and this one is more like shrub looking with branches going in other directions. So, and to be honest, this one have like 2 different stems. I don't know if you can tell. You see there, this one have like 1, 2, versus this one have 1 stem. And so with these 2 jasmine plants, I honestly think they are not really the house plant jasmine. There is one jasmine that can grow as a house plant, and I would really like to pick up one of those. I saw that they were selling that plant in a supermarket here a bit away from me, and once I saw it, I didn't purchase it, and I do regret it, because I know that jasmine has incredible type of scent, and I like to have, for example, you know, like perfumes with jasmine scent, and I also like to drink tea, like green tea with jasmine. So for that reason, I kind of would like to have a house plant, like a proper house plant with jasmine. And I know that there are such, but I just have not seen them selling those here in directly to my area, but I saw in another location, but I didn't pick it up. But I did pick up these 2 on Jardins du Monde, on the web shop from France. But this is definitely shrubs as well, but they're like climbing shrubs, so they're gonna climb, and I don't know how tall they can get. I think honestly they can grow 3 meter tall. So in my area, I never seen anybody have jasmine in like Sweden, you know. Probably there are, but I never seen. But I do think that I will again have these jasmine shrubs indoor in the winter time, and eventually I will also repot these. And I don't see any root system at the base of these pots, which is at this point it's a good sign, because I haven't figured out what I must use for potting soil for these shrubs. And what I kind of like about these is that they have a little bit color, like autumn winter type of color, as you can see here. So they are a bit like reddish on the leaves, and I think this is a very nice indoor plant as well for the winter time. And as with the shrub, I show you to take these out in the summertime and let them be like in the outdoor environment, especially to ensure that they don't get pesticide or like pest or any insects attacking them. And I don't know, I haven't seen any kind of insects on these, so I actually put them, as I received these, I put them directly at the lamp where I have tomatoes, and I kept them there to kind of just give them light infusion after being in a package for up to a week. Now the delivery service was very quick, and that's kind of a good thing when you order plant online. And the price, I must say, of one of these jasmine plants was 6.9 euros. So again, I think for what you actually get here, like a shrub, and this good quality. I think this is good quality. I think very good price, to be honest, because I think they could definitely have sold any of these plants I have shown you for like the double price. Especially if they would have sold these in Sweden, they would have been double the price. Maybe in France, because it's a more warm kind of country and they have more Mediterranean plants. Maybe they sell more quantities of plants and is able to keep down the prices. Comparing to here in Sweden, they kind of increase the price on plants because not so many buy them. But yeah, I'm very, I really like the leaves on these, especially if they're gonna look like this in the winter time. Now I need to read up what these plants need for type of temperature in the winter time. As you can see, they are green, so it looks like they are, they have a green foliage throughout the winter time. They don't lose the leaves, and I don't even feel like they are about to lose the leaves at all. So maybe these are kind of hardy plants comparing to, for example, citrus trees, because anytime receiving a citrus tree in the post box, as I have had happen a few times, they have been losing quite a few leaves in the process of being transported here. But these have not really done that so far, so I'm very excited about that. But I think, because I notice a huge difference when I started to water the citrus trees that I have with melted snow water and not using the tap water. So apparently I have maybe a lot of calcium in the tap system of my kind of, drinking water and tap water. And the kind of outdoor plants that is overwintered indoor, they do not like that. They do, especially some of them are very sensitive, such as the citrus trees. And I think because of that, probably these are the same. And I also have sown something called myrten. Myrten is some form of plant that is native to the Mediterranean areas. And that one is also very sensitive to any kind of tap water with calcium. And most tap water apparently have it. So you can either use rainwater or melted snow water to, water these forms of plants. Now, I'm very excited about these. I don't know where I'm gonna keep them, but I'm gonna look up what type of temperature these jasmines need over the winter time. I hope that they can be kept in like I would say like in the window sill instead of putting them in the cold storage room. So I hope I can keep them like in a kitchen windowsill, because as you can see, the foliage on these, I don't know, I really kind of like this foliage, kind of reddish green. It just looks very it kind of looks like a winter type of foliage. So I think these would be very nice houseplants in the kitchen. And they're gonna grow climbing. So I don't know when these plants flower throughout the year, but I think this is gonna be like a very nice scented white flower. They had like for jasmine, they had like pink jasmine, they had white jasmine, and they had something else, like different kinds of colors of the flowers. So I don't remember which one I picked up. I think I picked up pink jasmine flower. So, but they had also in white, but I'm pretty sure that these are pink, to be honest, because they had like a pink and they had a white. And then on one of these web shops where they were selling, the other one, they had a little bit higher price, like the double price, but I think the pots were around 2 liter, so probably a bigger plant, and they had more kind of variegated, for example, variegated leaves, different kinds of combinations of colors of flowers. And that was very nice as well. But to, you know, get the most plant out of least amount of money, I ordered from these Jardins du Monde, and you know, I got 2 plants for good price. And as I seen these plants as I received now, I definitely think I'm gonna check in back on their website today and see if they had anything else that is of interest to actually place an order of, because this is good quality on all these 3 things. And I'm very excited even for this hibiscus tree. You know, I think any of these plants, if you want to style your home anywhere near to Mediterranean kinds of interiors, you know, I think you need to have plants that kind of are native to the Mediterranean areas. And by the way, I'm very, very excited for these plants. And I'm gonna check in back on that website today and see if they have other, maybe for example white hibiscus, or yeah, a white hibiscus because this one is pink, and maybe white jasmine, because I think I would have liked to have those as well in my collection. And imagine in the summertime you can, you know, I don't even know when these are flowering, but if they flower in the summer, it probably would be very nice to have like a bath tube outdoor and have these kinds of jasmine flower climbing things, plants around, and you sit there and smell all these nice scents, you know, from jasmine, as taking a bath outdoor. So yeah. But I think I'm gonna check in on that website again today. But what I wanted to say, I'm also very excited because tomorrow I have another package of plants arriving, and that is actually 2 olive trees that I have ordered from Plant in a Box. And this carrier of plants, they kind of sell them on Amazon. So I have ordered from there, from Amazon, Plant in a Box, 2 olive trees. And these olive trees, they are not like huge because they were more costly, around, I would say like 100 euros. I think even you could get like 2 olive trees for approximately 100 euros, and even like olive trees that actually carry olives, yeah, you know, on. But the ones that I picked up are kind of small, so they probably grow more like a bush, and it's gonna take quite some few years before they even carry fruit or like olives. But if I, you know, have some extra earnings somewhere or make an extra saving, I definitely want to pick up 2, like, or at least 1 bigger kind of olive tree. And I saw on one of these French websites, the one that had more higher cost on their plants, they are gonna carry a plant in their like in their stock that is like a pillar olive tree that kind of is not so much stem. It kind of starts with leaves from the bottom close to the ground, and then just grow like a pillar, and then you have olives along. I think that was kind of neat, you know, kind of a neat plant. But you must, if you order olive trees online, you better make sure that you know if it's a olive tree that is carrying eatable olives. I mean, if you order like a bigger one, or if it is the one, because there is one, I think it's called Silvestris, Olea silvestris. It's like the wild form of olive tree, and that one is not, I think it's not eatable fruit on it. So just to keep that in mind. I think you can still eat it, but it's gonna be very bitter, and maybe you cannot eat so big quantities of olives. And I kind of like olives, to be honest. I've been on a olive eating kind of, you know, um, kind of eating a lot of olives lately, you know. And in Sweden we have like Kalamati olives from Greece. Yeah, so that is this plant haul. Now I just feel like with these plants, I feel like I am in the Mediterranean areas on the planet. And if I look out here, it's snowing. It's like a snow kind of snowstorm here, you know. And cold, around -10 Celsius degrees. So just to have these Mediterranean types of plants, it just make me feel like I'm closer to the Mediterranean Sea. And I think it's nice to kind of make a collection of this type of plants in my house, even if I maybe go and, you know, go as a tourist to the Mediterranean areas. Still nice to have these plants because they just add very nice interior kind of addition to the house. And also in the summertime and in the springtime, if they flower or can be used for outdoor plants, and in the wintertime stored as indoor plants, hopefully, then it's gonna be very nice, you know, to have. And I think you get a lot of how do you say, you get a lot of value for the money, like 6.9 euros. It's good price. So yeah, I'm gonna check in back on that Jardins du Monde today website and see if I'm maybe going to get one hibiscus with white flowers, because now I have one with pink, and if they had a jasmine bush with white flowers, because I'm pretty sure that these two are pink. So yeah, that is all for this plant haul. When I receive those olive trees, I think I'm gonna show you that as well in a haul. I might can show you when I unpack the box as well, because I think anytime if you're gonna order plants online, you may wanna see what, you know, they are wrapped in and how they come in terms of like containers, or just how they are kind of packed. So because, for example, to ship to my area, it's pretty cold here in January. So I mean, these plants, they have been through transport from France to Sweden, and to my area where it's around, it can be down to -40 Celsius degrees. Imagine going through the transport. Luckily it was not so cold over the past, you know, few weeks when these have been in a transport here. So that is good, you know, but it could have been worse. So, but I will have those olive trees arriving here tomorrow. And then I also have ordered some fuchsias and some other plants online from a Swedish web shop that carries, it's like a plant shop in South Sweden, which carry a lot of different varieties. And I have ordered some fuchsias from there and other things, and they will be shipping them out anytime between week 5 to week 15 of spring, because they're looking at when is good temperature to actually put the plants in post transport. So I'm also excited to receive those plants, but I think after seeing these, I'm gonna check back on that Jardins du Monde. I'm very, very happy for how big plants I got for the money that I spent. So all good.